If you're going to buy a new Tacoma, you might as well go all out and get the factory lifted version. I'll include a link to the Toyota Murray's website in the description down below. They're providing us with this Tacoma. Let's get right into it. This week's giveaway highlight is the Insane Richard Petty Hellcat. If you're interested, use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. This will give you 4x bonus entries on any donation, $25 or more. Powering this is a turbo 2.4 liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed. Fuel economy stated to be 19 around town, 23 on the highway, with power outputs at 278 horsepower and then 317 pound-feet of torque. We're closing in on 500,000 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. Looks like this bronze color is here to stay for at least the time being. It's cool looking. Really neat headlight design with the new Tacoma. Looks great at night. And then you got fog lights down below. You've got the chrome Toyota badge too. And you'll note no air dam with the lifted version. So altogether, no air dam and the lift, it makes it look a lot more muscular. Tire and wheel setup is 265 by 70 by 17. You can of course fit much larger tires on this. 2.5-inch suspension, lift TRD suspension. Lift, you can see the red springs that are part of that. Definitely gives the truck a much more aggressive stance. Look at the big chunky fender flare there. Got body painted mirror caps, so the door handles, funny enough, aren't body painted. And then with this suspension lift, the shocks will be red instead of blue like a regular TRD Off-Road. Now with these smaller tires, it obviously looks a little bit dorky, but you can imagine with bigger tires, this would have a really good stance. When it comes to key fob features, we've got our lock and unlock. You got the Toyota logo there at the bottom, and that's all. Popping into the rear, the tailgate is dampened, so that's nice. Composite bed, this one doesn't have bed liner, so it's going to be a little bit slippery, a little bit of the downside, but there is plenty of space in said bed. And then lifting up the tailgate, super easy. Tonneau cover on this particular one, pretty good look with the taillights. And then down below you can see we've got the little bumper step system. That will cap things off for the exterior of this Tacoma. Let's now check out the interior. Gonna be a little bit more basic with the door panel being a base model TRD Off-Road. And that also means we're just gonna have cloth seats. Man, the camera doesn't want to focus in low light. Come on, buddy, do your job. Speaking of low light, legroom, it's tight, it's a midsize. But I do have some cup holders here in the back. It looks like this one has the fixed rear glass. There is no opening there, but headroom back here is pretty good. Keyless entry for up front, and let's check it out. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. I doubt this has, yeah, just regular single paned windows is what I expected. But yeah, all of your window controls down below, and then you actually do get a little bit of soft touch for the driver. 1,200 pounds of payload capacity. And then the front seat, again, cloth. It is manually adjustable. Camera. Well, there you go. Now with the steering wheel, you've got this perforated trim on either side. You got the like fake stitching on the airbag cover. It looks pretty nice though. Adaptive cruise control with lane centering. It's Toyota's newer system. It's pretty good. You got volume and voice command controls, and then just regular stocks there on the back. Digital gauge cluster in the center, and we can use this to change what it looks like menu wise. It's pretty customizable overall. Backup camera in reverse, and then got a little volume control there. But yeah, shortcut bar here on the side. Pretty quick to respond, and you do have the smaller screen with this. Tacoma logo, a little bit of storage above the glove box, and then this just has single zone climate with heated seats though at least, and automatic climate. Some USB ports, they illuminate those. Shifter here for the 8-speed automatic, got the little TRD logo on it. Parking brake and auto hold. This has a part-time four-wheel drive system with a 2-speed transfer case. It's got multi-terrain sight crawl control and a rear diff lock because it's a TRD Off-Road. Some cup holders right there, center console. Got some nice trim on that, and not really much to talk about up top. The lift kit's $3,400. The total MSRP $51,952. Let's see how this Tacoma with the lift performs. Well, lifted Tacoma. We're gonna have some Tacoma reviews coming, some Tacoma comparisons coming in the very near future. Plenty of Tacomas to review, by the way. Plenty of Tacomas to review. I'm trying to hide, well, I'm excited that there's finally Toyota inventory. From my side of things, it sucked for the last several years where it's like every single time I want to review a Toyota, it's like I gotta be at the dealership as soon as that car arrives, or else it's gonna be gone in 2 seconds. And now it's like I can relax a little bit. I can take cars out for comparisons. I don't have to get like a text in the middle of a comparison being like, hey, can you bring this truck back? I got a customer who wants to look at it. Like, It happens, right? It's dealership filming, but it's nice that I don't have to deal with that with Toyota anymore, really, because we got inventory. It's exciting. It's exciting. And for you guys, it means better negotiation. And this thing's pretty quick. It's got pretty good torque. Still a 4-cylinder, but this 4-cylinder feels very diesel-like. It doesn't really have a lot of top end, but it's got quite a bit of low end grunt. And it's kind of best driven at just, and not like partial throttle, but you know, not crazy throttle input. Smooth. It's pretty quiet in here. And the 8-speed does a pretty good job. It's just that, you know, 4 cylinders, right? They're kind of more of an abrasive engine if it's an inline 4. And so you pair that with the turbocharged nature, and it can be a little bit choppy. It's not horrible, but it also kind of just fits the character of a truck. You know, you don't expect a truck to be super smooth. You kind of expect it to be a little bit choppy here and there. If this powertrain performed like this in a luxury car, then, you know, gonna have some real complaints. Headlights seem to be pretty bright. See, the thing about headlights for me is if I don't notice them, then they're good. You know what I mean? Like at night, if I don't notice them, then they're good. If you notice your headlights, that's when it's like, okay, they need to be brighter, or they need to be pointed upwards more or something. But when you're driving around and it's just I don't even think about it. It's like, okay, these are good headlights. And most modern vehicles are pretty good at the lighting nowadays because of LEDs and everything. They're bright. They're blinding. That's why, man, you got to get window tint just so you don't get blinded at night. Speaking of getting blinded, those lights are bright. Those aren't even LEDs either. They're just, man, they got their bright. Yeah, they have their brights on. They have their brights on. So this drives pretty well. You don't really concede anything with the lift kit. It drives just as comfortably as a regular TRD Off-Road. It handles pretty well. It's going to be a little bit more wallowy. It's not that bad though. But again, the big benefit is extra ground clearance, extra tire fitment, looks good, and it's covered under the factory warranty. So I mean, if you just put bigger tires on this, you know, you don't have to be, if something breaks, it's like take it into the Toyota dealership. It's not stressful. It's one nice thing about factory accessories versus not having factory accessories. Man, that engine, this engine's got a lot of character. I'll give it that. It's choppy, but choppy means character.